McLemore, quickly to James. James is waiting for help. He's 1-on-4 right now. Got it.
Buzzing in his ear, and the rebound of the Rockets.
But again, good ball movement by the Hawks. You gotta like that.
Here's Harden driving, knocks Crab off balance, lays it in.
And he gives a nice little flex there at the end.
But they didn't keep those players together.
Back door.
Yeah, that's a play the Rockets like to call in timeout.
PJ gets it out to Russell.
Well, if you play with Russell Westbrook, you better run in transition.
Oh, from another universe. He was outside the universe.
We're watching Barishnikov in action in his prime.
Harden to the basket. That's just an old plain vanilla layup without a step back. All the way to the bucket. Oh, how cagey. And you guys had to go to Minnesota the next night.
Yeah, Houston to Minnesota. At least they gained an hour last night. Atlanta did.
Oh, a friendly rim tonight.
But he's a tough guy.
He handles that basketball like a yo-yo. Harden to the front of the
rim. James off the bounce, puts it in. My heavens.
There's a little guard in Phoenix that did that too. Step back for Harden. Got it. James Harden.
The Rockets really limit his minutes since he's at the end of his career.
Yeah, but he's got that long, lean body. He's very durable, and he knows how to play this game.
Harden with a three.
For the last 3 games, DeAndre had 21% from the field.
Yeah, I think the thing that you see different is just his confidence level in James Harden. This down another three.
Think about all the players that have played in the NBA, Drex. Only 10% of those players have a career high of 40.
There he is again! James Harden with his 8th three-pointer of the game. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. PJ goes to James for a ho-hum two.
That's a good game for McLemore to kind of break out of his shooting slump and get his confidence back.
Harden to the basket for 2. James Harden with 53 points. Russell says, I'm going to pass on the 3 and give it back to James. James on the drive. To the basket for 2 more. Harden with 55 points.
When they knocked off Philadelphia at home, Capella had 30 and 14 boards against the Sixers. Harden from the wing, nothing but net.
Cam Reddish, what did you see out there? And to get that feedback during the timeout, and then coach did some corrections, and hopefully we'll see more positivity from our side as the beard goes with the dunk.
Very indecisive on that shot. Should have taken it when Trey made that pass because he was wide open.
And there is James Harden, and he points a finger at Cam Reddish.
That's a nice
Falls
drive.
off, and Capella the rebound.
Nice drive. This shot up a little strong.
Step back for Harden.
I'm telling you, the game, he had that explosion off the bench. He's been very good.
James Euro steps his way into a layup and a 20-point first quarter, particularly from deep. James to the basket, and he's got 22.
You guys are looking like they got some fresh legs out here.
Big time, and especially for a guy in Clint Capella's been dealing with a heel bruise. Rockets turn the Hawks over, and it's Harden leaking out. He's got now 25 points in the game.
Too comfortable after they had the big lead, and they started to take tough shots, and it came back to haunt them.
Here's Harden. Good this time. I thought he had something going with Len on the roll. Harden now steps through, lays it in.
Yeah, there's no defense for that.
How you configure that, how you put that into context is what we're dealing with right now with the Rockets.
Harden with the lane wide open. That's a benefit of small ball.
Because it's in his numbers, but more importantly, the confidence that he exudes has gotten him to that all-star type level.
Step back 3 for Harden is true.
Team scored very much. Look at the rebounding. Rockets down by 2 in the rebounding department. James got it. Finally.
We were getting shots up left and right, and teams had to try to match up with that.
No, that was a struggling team back then as Harden gets inside and gets the layup for the Rockets.
Rockets have played 25 seconds or 23 seconds of good defense. There's Harden putting it up, and he answers the three.
You have more freedom of movement and taking the big man out the game. Who's to say that it doesn't have a chance to make an impact?
Harden, another step back three. This time with Smart on it. James Harden drills the three ball. Hayward, the tallest player on the floor for Boston. At 6'7". Shot clock at 4. Smart on Harden. Harden fires up a three, and he's got another one.
Players to take open looks with confidence.
Harden got another one.
Being feisty on the defensive end, making it a little bit uncomfortable for the Celtics this evening.
Harden scores it over Carson Edwards.
Harden once again is leading the league in foul shot attempts and foul shot makes, over 10 a game.
And he gets that three to go, Coach, with 2 seconds to go on the shot clock.
It's a very good percentage.
Harden got blocked, and they're going to call a goaltend.
Oh, my. As he came out, let's face it, the referee had that one.
Harden working against Ojale.
He's standing right there. That's the great.
Fouled and one, a potential 4-point play for James Harden. Back comes Harden with under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Over Smart, yes. It's 11 points in the ball game. Harden, who was shaken up at the end of the second quarter, laid down under the basket, apparently okay on that drive.
Competing in the paint, not allowing the Celtics to get a good look at the rim.
Harden for the lead. Sputter. And Houston leads it.
Terrific block.
We talk about Tatum's offense. Defensively, he's improved as well. Harden got all the way to the cup.
See, that was too easy.
Now Jarrett Allen this time. Harden drives past him, gets inside, lays it up beautifully.
To get the matchup they want. They want Musa on him.
Harden for three. James Harden with his first three-pointer. That's 9 straight points now for the Rockets. Can't quite grab the rebound. Still loose, picked up by Harden. Harden, nice move and an easy layup.
The shot itself, it's developing the confidence to take the shot.
James Harden flips it up and in. And an easy bucket for Harden.
I'm surprised more teams, when Harden gets it on the wing.
A perfect example of what the best the NBA has to offer. The type of man he is, the type of teammate he is, as Harden knocks down the three. Make that a 2.
Phoenix is my favorite team this year to watch. How improved they are, how hard they play. I just love what they're doing with their roster, getting tough guys there as Harden makes a floater.
James Harden gets inside, takes the contact and flips it in. It was a no call, and then Irving hit the three-pointer, and it's back to as.
Great hustle by the Nets to get back.
Harden with the finish.
Torian Prince out of Baylor University, and he was picked up in a trade by Brooklyn. He's had a pretty good season, too. There's James going to the basket for 2. Yeah, he was in Atlanta, came over from the Hawks. James got it right back, went up for 2. They just all stood there and watched him go in and get the layup off the, just like yours used to be. Oh, great play. He was able to sneak that one-hander up and in, and then he got fouled. Rockets without Capella, who's number 2 in the NBA in rebounding, will have to pick up the slack with some other players. Great move. Looks like Harden's not getting doubled. He was laying in the weeds.
That's good defense.
Step back. Harden, 3. Harden again. Whoa. Inside of Allen. 10-0 run by Houston. And that's the man right there.
Mid-range. Using his 7-foot frame to make it difficult, but Dinwiddie with a tough one.
Oh, from the 3rd row. Check his ticket. Check that man's ticket. Now he's bringing it up off the dribble. 3 men around him. In for 2 and 1. James Harden's doing everything. Harden in the open court. attacks 4 Nets players.
And that's something that's really hard to practice.
That's tongue-in-cheek, folks. But
you get lucky.
Maybe you've just winded the other team. Oh, 2 and 1 for Harden. Tyson with a block. Step back. Harden.
Good.
Yes. Another miss.
Missing layups. Unbelievable.
Harden to the basket. Puts it up and in, falling down. Yeah.
And I love Kyrie. He plays the game the right way.
Harden with a 3. That stopped the 9-2 run by Brooklyn. A little bit of what we saw in Golden State, too. And Harden says, well, let me get a 2. See if the Rockets can convert here. Harden, give and go, back again for 2 more. Go back. Next one will send the Rockets to the line. Harden steps back and fires, and he hits. Oh, what a cold-blooded 3 by the Bears. Harden gets the rebound. Rockets want to run. Harden steps back and fires and hits. Well, he's back. There's another steal by Harden. Harden, can he beat 2 guys to the basket? And that's going to be a goaltending, so yes, he can. Harden, big Euro step. All right, Rockets can get a little closer right here. There's Harden all the way to the bucket, lifts it up at 2 and 1. What a shot by the Beard. Thank you. They iced him, didn't they, man? All right, let's see if Harden can get to the basket. He does and scores easily. 8 on the shot clock. James. Look how that defense is glued to him, and he makes it. Count it, and 1. Harden gets a step. Harden to the middle, lays it up and in. Harden steps back, fires, hits. Oh, you can always count on James Harden. Nobody ever wins when PJ's down on the floor. He takes it away. What a basket by Harden. On cue. Back outside to Harden again. Shot clock at 8 seconds. Harden, crossover, back up, hits a 3. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Harden deep. Oh, count it! And he's fouled.
McDaniel's a second-round pick, the rookie out of San Diego State. You know, his cousin is Juwan Howard. And Harden is on the board.
Just splits it with the strength.
Harden now starting to feel it.
Drove the basketball, and that gave PJ all the time to rattle it home from the corner.
James Harden gets a pair back.
He is on the bench. Looks like a blame game.
Oh, James Harden. Mandatory.
If you want to play, you better bring your own gear.
James Harden in the NBA. And the only reason I'm bringing it up to you is no one's played more games in a Hornets uniform than you. James Harden hits the 3. Harden's not that far away from a quadruple double. He's sitting on 8 turnovers.
It forced Houston into a scramble rotation, and Devontae Graham sends him home.
Harden against Markkanen. Harden, a drive to the rim and scores. And when his outside shot's not going, Stacey, that's what he can do.
Really small now, so there's a lot of space on the floor.
Harden against Young, rises and scores.
And see, with this small lineup out there now on the floor.
They've had a lot of chances to break away. Here's Harden running in, scooping and scoring. Reverse English on that.
Luke Cornett.
Harden thought about a step back, goes into his act, and then scores. Wow. And they put it back in Harden's hands against Kobe White. Step back jumper, yes sir. Not much you can do about that. And Harden's on the move. Harden fires over Wendell. Scores. Timeout, Jim Boylan.
I agree with you, Neil.
You know, effort. Harden. Nothing but net. He looks at the Bulls bench and...
Boy, the Bulls have struggled for the three-point line. 2 for 24. 8%.
Here's Hart for three.
Oh.
That's good. Timeout, Jim Boylan. Gobbled that up. Capella with 14 rebounds now. Outside Hart. Bottom of the net.
That's 16 rebounds for Capella.
Multiple shot trip. Harden funnels it up and good. My goodness, he rebounds the ball. Harden against Markkinen. That's good. Just poke it in. Timeout, Jim Boylan. 21 times, leading to 23 points by the Bulls. That was a huge gap in the first half. Here's Harden. Good again. That's a three, and Harden's over 40.
You know, it's interesting. I watched him practice before the game. Cavs turning over. Not a good sign. Up goes the three. Boy, I tell you, they make you pay for turnovers.
Rockets have not scored in their last 4 possessions. Harden, step back over Sexton.
Right, again.
Hits someone about 60 seconds. Harden fakes a three, gets it back, cruises to the basket, and lays it in. 8 early points for James Harden. It's been changed to a foul on the floor. The original indication by official Evan Scott when he put 2 fingers up. I thought he was saying it was a 2-shot foul as Harden slices to the hole. He has an early dozen. Harden now watched by the 19-year-old in Porter. Fires a three.
Well, if you're going to let him have those type of looks, because Capella was right behind him trying to measure him up.
Harden works around a Capella screen. Hesitates, leans in, and scores. Capella has 7 first-half rebounds. James Harden has 17 first-half points. Now 19.
It's too easy.
Just tucked it in the side pocket. Harden for 3. Oh, brother. Harden's 8 of 11 from the field, 22 points. And here comes Thompson. Cavs can tie with a 2. Thompson trying to find Sexton down the middle of the floor. That was knocked away. House long lead pass to Harden.
Yeah, they turnovers.
It was to be expected with James Harden.
He didn't have anybody dominate the ball as much as Harden.
Harden a 3, tries to draw a foul, doesn't get it, but nails the triple.
Now they've hit 5 threes, and Garland's accounted for 3 of those makes. Harden, can he get another one? Yes, he can.
Capella's a native of Switzerland. This is his 6th season in the NBA. Harden down the lane, puts it up, puts it in, and gets fouled. And James Harden.
Skip past Ben McLemore. They reset it back to James. Crosses up Clarkson, blew right by him and scored.
Harden guarded by Porter. Down the lane.
You let him go to his left that time.
4 to shoot. Harden, step back 3. Oh, boy.
But see, these are situations that hurt the Rockets.
Harden, step back 3. Harden has knocked out 8 triples. He has 43 points. Capella grabs his 13th rebound. Harden around Dellavedova to the bucket. Banks it in. 45 for Harden.
Well, you know he's coming to the basket.
Cavs 105, Rockets 98. Dellavedova leans on Harden, still fires a 3, still hits. 48. Back to Harden, he checks the shot clock, it shows 5. Harden, step back 3. James Harden has 51, and the Rockets have taken a 107-105 lead. Westbrook accelerates towards Sexton, dumps off to Capella, way back up top to Harden. Harden to the paint, his floater is good. Harden has 53. He's given the Rockets a 109-108 lead.
Right now is when you're taking your nap, so it looks like the Dallas Mavericks have woken from their nap and the Rockets have not.
Tim Hardaway and a 3, and now James comes back with a layup. Harden to the middle, puts it up and got it. DeLon Wright out of Utah. Step back by Harden. James Harden now with 12 points in the first quarter. House to PJ, down to Capella. Capella had Curry on him but didn't see him. And Harden all the way to the basket.
The Rockets bench has not been a high-scoring bench all season long. They've got to get better.
Harden takes it right to the basket. One extra second or whatever might win you the game later on down the line. Here's Harden in the open court, all the way to the basket for two. Jackson just had no chance. Move that Doncic tries a lot. He's only 20 years old. He's got moves veterans don't know about. And there's Harden with a layup going to the basket. Harden to the basket, scoops it up and in. He likes somebody. He like Magic Johnson used to have fun with him. There's Harden to the basket for two. That's a tough, well, hard-earned shot.
Start the bus, huh?
Yeah. Harden finally gets one to fall.
Harden step back three from the corner, and he's on the board. To Harden, who's guarded by Justin Jackson. Harden drills a three. That looks like James Harden right there. James Harden able to hit again. So Harden now with consecutive made three. Porzingis couldn't connect there. Harden in transition. The floater, no. His tip, though, is good.
The player he was in college basketball, and then he goes on to have that magnificent fourth quarter. Listen, I think he's everything we anticipated. An incredible physical specimen. He's going to be dynamic and problematic in the open floor.
And a steal by Harden. Got to beat one. Now two. Now slams it home. James Harden.
They've scored 21 of the last 27 points. House blocks Curry that time, and Rivers has the ball. Drive by Harden, counted, and a foul. That's a rare two-point basket for Harden.
Can't let Curry get an inch. Porzingis lost the basketball. Harden tipped it away. Harden can finish it off and does.
That was a great steal by James Harden.
Hey, look, mouse in the house, and that I'm sure is what Kristaps is thinking with Westbrook on him, right?
Right. He should have rocked the cradle.
Harden for three. 5 triples, 30 points now for James Harden.
Trying to beat one, can't do it. Back outside, Russell with the basketball to Harden. Harden fires up a three. James Harden, cold-blooded three.
Harden on the move. There's that patented Euro step, and he gets it to go. Harden fouled, and he writhes in pain on the court.
Just in this scenario, or can I have him always?
Yeah, I guess so. Luka got ripped by Tucker. Rockets have a 3-on-2, and Harden finishes at the bucket. They go up by a bucket.
The fact of the matter is the Dallas offense is good enough.
That's not something you want to miss or sleep on, as Harden gets slept on defensively by the Mavericks. James Harden off to a very
beautiful shooting form, able to put it on the deck.
James Harden with another step back three. Caught all of the rim, and he's in a nice roll right now.
On how to pronounce what's on the back of those international players' jerseys.
Oh, wow.
And here, I'm going to do one for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
JJ Barea.
And Harden with 20 points already in the ballgame in the first quarter. Why not? 23! He is hotter than fish grease here in the first quarter. 7-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Harden and one on his first bucket of the second quarter. Doncic stops on the baseline. Great feed and a better block by Covington. He put Porzingis in the friend zone on that block. Harden drives, gets it to fall. Harden single coverage this time, Doris. Luka hanging around though. Didn't matter.
I think had he gone middle.
Corner three hits the side of the backboard. Rivers, shot clock at 6. Harden with the floater, got it. And James Harden after that white hot start. As Wright with his first three, has 5. Harden with the drive.
They were like, okay, somebody make a shot.
Wow, a deep three is good by Harden. What an answer. Harden coming back the other way. Got all the way to the basket and finishes with the offhand. And the Houston Rockets retake the lead for the first time in a long time. Can't overstate, Doris, his effort at both ends. Harden fouled and won.
Agreed, Mark. Russell has made so many plays.
He averaged 7.5 assists to go with the 39 points per game. Now Jokic has a stolen. Harden's got one man to beat. He's trying not to foul him, and they give him a concession basket. As Millsap picks up Harden. And he's trying to double, but Harden goes right by it and lays it in.
And I think, guys, if you got a game plan like P.J. Tucker took that charge on Garrett, you miss a layup, you take a one-pass long three, and that's not how you're going to beat Houston.
Harden way outside, and the three is good. So James Harden, 7-time All-Star and the 2018 MVP. Gary Harris got a good look for Barton. It's a three.
Just turning that corner and get down.
Got to shoot it. A three. Got it off in time, but missed it. Barton mistimed his jump. Hard Euros, and it rolls through. And Millsap got a little bit of a shot in the face as well.
He left it short. He wanted to pass it out to the three and kept looking at it.
Now Harden knocks in the triple.
See, that's a 5-point swing the other way. Watch, see if you'll see a whole lot of James Harden over the next few seconds.
Harden will shoot the three. Nuggets got there late. Cephalosha the rebound.
Just because you go against a smaller guy, I tell you, Clemens is strong. See, that's how fast Houston can do it, because they're going to shoot tons of threes.
The one-footer as he goes back. Nothing better than this one, though.
Yeah, last 9 games, Harden's been shooting 48%.
Denver had a great playoffs last year in the NBA, and there's Harden fouled on the shot. Will they count it?
Unbelievable. Get the ball coming to you. I got to shoot it. I haven't touched it in a while.
Harden goes to his right, puts it up and in, and he'll get a third. Rockets bring it back. 1 minute left to play. You better get on Harden.
You can't leave him open. You got to pick him up full court. Yeah, when you're playing Jokic in the post, you got to play him for his right hand.
Harden to the basket, and he earned that one.
And then he came up limping.
Harden fakes one man, shoots a three, got it. James Harden tonight is 4 for 5 behind the three-point line. That leaves McLemore, but he hesitated. And PJ with a rebound. PJ's been rebounding a lot here lately, and Harden to the basket for 2. He's going to drive, floats it up and in. Man, he shoots that ball almost from his hip sometime. There's the double team. They're shading over to Harden. Now it's just Murray and Harden over Murray. Can't stop him one-on-one. 3.5 minutes left to play in this game. And Harden will fire up a three. He's just unbelievable.
23%, so you're not sure he's going to knock all those down. Now Harden, that's good.
Harden was 1 of 17 last game. You know he's going to keep looking for his three.
It's a way to power through a little bit of an injury.
Eric Gordon's in the game also. There's Harden going right between the defense. Down to 2, shot clock at 1. And a good defense by Houston. And the pass ahead to Harden, and he got it. Joker's out on Harden. Pretty good defense by Denver. Oh, what a move by Harden. Oh, wow. Back outside, wide open PJ. You can hang a wash on that shot. Harden. They left him momentarily. I don't know why, but they did. And Harden with his second three of the game. Harden with the layup. 25 points in 29 minutes. Back and forth. Griffin tried to use the backboard, but he used the side of it. Coming up behind Harden. Can he catch him? No, he can't. Now Rose and Harden. Ought to be a good matchup. 8 on the shot clock. Harden with the step back. Got it. 34 now. They'll try to move and get a shot. Harden steps back and fires and hits. Unguardable. Hustles his way in, missed the shot. Good defense, double team.
He has no elevation once he makes his move in the paint.
No, he doesn't, does he? Oh, there's a layup by Harden.
Sweet move by James, up and under. Proving he can really score on an elite level. Nice young player.
Kennard already with 4 threes made in this game. Harden. He's got it, somebody's open, now it goes away. Harden. Good play by Brown, but he didn't stay with it. Harden, nice move. See how he held him all day. See how he held him off?
Oh, yeah.
2-on-2 fast break, and Rivers will give it up to Harden. Harden on the drive.
He has such a great touch. Huge.
You know, that's always, Casey was that way when you played Toronto. He wanted to keep you off the line. There's Harden with a 3.
Reach and good.
2 and 1. Harden on the basketball, steps back, fires and hits. Classic James Harden offense. Harden to the basket. Oh, how did he get that in? He's done a good job of preparing. Kennard with the miss. Capella gets it out to Harden. Gets a break. Puts it up and in. Man, there's all kinds of contact in there. Deals you a tough hand.
Yeah, can get the best of you. Now the Rockets have a small lineup on the court. It's all about the offense.
Yep.
Nice move by the rookie as Austin Rivers quickly comes the other way. Harden drives. There's the Euro step. And James Harden with his first field goal. One of the more unheralded defenders in the NBA. And Harden gets to the rim and finishes. Because he knows what he's doing. And a big part of it, playing 4 years, says Harden knocks down his first three-pointer. He was 0 for 4 without shooting the ball well so far this year. Step back again. Now he's got himself in rhythm. Back-to-back threes for James Harden. Harden now, the Euro step and an easy 2. James Harden starting to get into rhythm. Another step back, another 3. James Harden lighting it up here in the second. Plus he got hit on the elbow and a chance for a 4-point play. Spellman, great recovery.
Especially after the offensive rebound.
Harden for 3. Well, he missed his first 4 from downtown. He's hit his next 4. And just like that, he's got 22 points at halftime. Final seconds. Harden drives, gets inside. Layup is good. Harden drives, kicks it off. House. Ball knocked loose. He thought he got hit on the arm. Harden, meanwhile, left wide open and knocks down the 3-pointer. Timeout call.
Inside presence.
This will be his 18th year in the league. Harden for 3. James Harden has come alive after that slow start. 30 points in 22 minutes.
Well, you like what you're seeing early on now. Both teams are digging in defensively. There's your trap again.
The step back 3 is pure by Harden. Rebounded by Lee, and Westbrook steals it.
Westbrook and Capella have kept the ball alive. Oh, great block
against Spellman.
See, they have it in them, but you just can't play in spurts.
Harden from deep, got it.
Well, he takes a lot of threes. He takes 13, but he shoots solid percentages.
There's another 3, his third one here in the first half, and he's starting to heat up. Harden trying to beat the trap.
He's pushing. You're right. Very good, Mark. He's pushing to get up there.
Oh, boy, he is hotter than fish grease right now.
And then you put Looney in there with them. So 3 guys are not playing here tonight.
Harden with the three straight away. Butter for James Harden. Now up to 17 for the game. Capella with another offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Rivers with the extra pass. Harden leans in for the contact and makes it in paint. Westbrook in the corner again. Harden out top. Off the P.J. Tucker screen. Step back three. Foul! And one! And a 4-point play opportunity.
Look out here now.
Harden through traffic. And the floater good.
Now that was an incredible dribble because he did it right in front.
On this Houston team at 6'7".
Playing the 5, man.
Let's do it.
Just what you've always wanted.
Always want. Rick Smith's who?
James Harden knocks the first shot down with the rebound. Reggie, for the Warriors now, and we talked to Steve Kerr before the game, 27 games left as Harden knocks down the three. There's Harden with Pascal on him. Gets by Harden with the right hand. The offhand scores.
Too easy.
In their game against Phoenix 2 Wednesdays ago, prior to the All-Star break. Well, Harden goes to the hole and is fouled.
Who is they? I need names.
Kristen can't reveal her sources.
I want names.
I mean, she's down there scouting the Mexican
my
League.
Goodness, they.
I mean, that's why she grew up a huge Warriors fan. Yeah, it is 60s night here at Chase Center tonight. They honored Al Attles.
Chris Clemens has got it to Green again. Out to Harden. Harden on the drive, puts it up and in. And it's a 2-point game with 27 seconds left.
James has more 40-point games than he has games with less than 20.
And he's got another three-pointer. And you'd probably say, well, why is he still shooting? Well, he's still shooting because he wants to get in a groove come playoff time.
So my TV's been
smoking.
It's been great.
James still in the game, and he hits a three. So James Harden, maybe he just wants to get back and fish. Well, apparently so does the Indiana defense. 91-85, Indiana.
Look at that space for James to drive.
And he does. Lays it up and in.
Great patience by Harden to wait for his teammates to space the floor.
Got that good first step, and he gets you in that rocking chair move and rocks you back, and then he can get that easy 15-footer. There's James. What an acrobatic shot. Oh, man. Nothing he shoots up there amazes me anymore. And that's his first three of the game. He's 1 for 8. James hits a three, and James Harden now is 5 for 9 from behind the three-point line. I knew you'd get that in. And there's James with a finger roll.
So nice.
In the NBA, Austin Rivers passed on a three, turns it inside for the drive, now passes outside, which gives James a wide open look. Now that shot was what, about 25 feet?
Yeah, at least.
Tipped outside. Good job by Eric. James sets and fires and hits.
That's a bad shot if you're a Houston Rocket, although the Indiana Pacers still want their guys to take those.
Right. James with his 8th rebound of the game. Floats it up. Look at the touch. He's able to float it up off the rim. Great touch. All right, what's the defense going to be on Harden this time as he steps back and fires and he hits? Not much. Aaron and Justin on the team for Indiana. And there's James. He just continues. He's at 50% from three-point.
I wonder why the Milwaukee Bucks gave him up. He's a 50, 40, 90 guy.
Yeah.
And he's one of the best in the league at it.
That's right. Harden steps back, fires and hits. And after the game, he'd take his Porsche and drive it down the freeway back to New York from Philly. There's Harden with a runner.
Nice and soft.
And just like that, James pockets a three. And a ticket to an upcoming Rockets game.
I would do it if Bill does it.
Yeah, that's what you say every year. Let's see if the Rockets can start putting some balls in the basket now with under 4 minutes left to play. James with the step back. Got it. There you go.
You see how the Rockets get him the ball in transition and let him attack. And then now you've got Harden with the secondary offense.
And that secondary offense is pretty good on the step back. Going Want to dance around with him a little bit. Harden putting the spell on him. Got him mesmerized. Now he goes to his left. Lays it up and in. Harden using that pick by McLemore, so he got the switch he wanted. Gets by Warren, no problem.
He's just unstoppable. It's amazing.
And he goes to his left. The scouting report says what? Don't let him go left.
Well, it's funny how those things stick in your mind for years and years, isn't it? Going way back.
And hadn't heard it in a while.
He never got on Drexler like he got on everybody else, though.
But it was close.
Harden put it up and in. Tyson Chandler looking for Harden coming off that pick. Harden, great job. Boy, did you see? Harden on the drive, going downhill. Now he's double teamed. Who's open? Well, I guess Harden is.
Out rebounds a 7-footer.
Yeah, he got it over Goga. Harden steps back from the parking lot. Oh, what a cold-blooded three.
37 points per game, most through the first 10 games since the merger in 77. In fact, you got to go all the way back to 67 when Rick Barry was playing and starring in the ABA. Rockets have won 4 in a row. Clippers have won 2 straight. And here's Harden with a timer at 5. He'll take the first shot of the game, and it's on the money. He has not shot it particularly well.
Really struggling so far this year shooting the ball.
Here's Harden in transition, gets to the cup, and gets the layup. So that's 5 quick points for Harden. Harden goes behind the back, gets to the rim, and what a beautiful shot off the glass. Wanted the call, didn't get it, but still just a tremendous drive and finish. And
that historic comeback.
Harden drains another one. His second three, he's got 10 points. Here's Harden in transition. Step back three is good. That's 13 in the first 7.5 minutes for James Harden. Inside 2 to play in the first half. Nobody picks up Harden, and you know he's going to fire it from 30 feet and drain it. Clippers have missed 11 consecutive threes. Harden with back-to-back triples. Lost the basketball, but it remains in Houston possession. Harden again able to fight through that double team, get into the lane, and put it in. Harden with 22 points, 8 in the second quarter, 14 in the first. Gets by his defender and gets the bounce.
Let's just call a vote and just get rid of this right now.
Nearing 4 minutes to go. Harden drives and scores. James Harden now with 34 points.
I know what he's going to say. He's going to say, that they administered the rule right. I'm not on the referees.
Harden with a deep three. He's got 37. The Clippers call a timeout. Harden heating up in the fourth.
Good defense by Austin Rivers.
Harden pulls the trigger from deep. Buries a three.
Harden splits the defense down the lane for an easy scoop layup. George, bad pass, and Harden's going to have the easiest 2 of the night for him. Seamless fitting in with Russell Westbrook. Now he's got another star, and only his second game, but he's an easy guy to play with as Harden gets to the basket. And there goes the wave, the double team, poked away by Paul George, but Tucker dives on it, gets it back out. Harden hits a 3. Paul George misses that. Harden, count it, and the foul. Chance for a 4-point play. Nice pass inside. Harrell takes a while to gather and loses it. McLemore takes it away. Westbrook, Harden, wide open for 3.
Boston fans are throwing things at their TV right at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. Lead cut to 2. Harden for 3. Harold, Beverly, and Lou Williams, 3 of the players that the Clippers acquired in that Chris Paul trade. Harden gets inside and banks it home. Just enough English. And the Rockets go up by 3. 32 points and 12 assists for Harden. Harold gets inside and flips it up and in. And neither team fouls to give, both in the penalty. Under 2 to play. Harden step back, puts up the 3, got hit, shot's good, and 1. James Harden double team and a chance for a 4-point play.
He just looked at the crowd and said, wow. Like he is in awe of himself at this point. Don't reach, because he's going to preach. And then you're forced to close out. And 1.
Do not go for the pump fake. Make sure you make the player earn it.
And here's Harden squeezing by and scores. Tucker moves it back out. Harden, played by Beverly. Harden from deep. Yes. Hits the 3. McLemore's back along with Austin Rivers. Harden on a step back and hits over George. Here's Harden on the step back. George did not go for it. Oh, what a move there by Harden, and puts it down. 25 points for Kawhi Leonard. Harden for 3. Yes. Harden, played by Shamit, gets it away and hits.
Come on. That's a step back pump fake 3. Kawhi Leonard.
Tucker with his specialty, not able to hit the corner 3, but they keep it alive. Here's Harden on the drive. Westbrook, they swing it. Shot clock to 3. Harden with the drive.
They can play really big, like you referenced, C-Web. In the open, they can go really, really small. They're also undefeated in games when everybody's healthy. The problem with that is they're 9-0.
You would love to have him on your team, and Coach D'Antoni said tonight, one of my favorite players. And speaking of favorite players, it's one of my favorite guards in the league, getting to the lane, just switching everything, which allows them to zone up the hot offensive man.
Harden able to penetrate his way. It counts in the foul.
So important to this team. He got his hands on that one as well. Second block for Capella, who averages just under 2 per game. Harden, step back. That's good. Great pointer for Harden. Harden scoots inside, floats it up and in. Keeps it alive, knocked out of his hands by Tucker. Harden's got a 1-on-2, drives at Caruso, and lays it in, gets the bounce. 13 points now for Harden.
Not just straight numbers. And like Mark said, tonight, huge impact as Harden gets to the rim.
James misses, McGee falls down again, Harden rushing it up. Harden goes right at Kuzma and able to finish.
And he can really spot shoot, Mike. Undersized, but terrific shooter.
And they're going to call a goaltend on Dwight Howard. Season high is 19. He had a rough start to the season, very up and down, but Frank Vogel was thrilled with the way he's been playing lately. And James Harden knocks down the three-pointer, only his second three-pointer made as the shot clock was expiring. Kuzma, after a slow start, has had a good game. Harden to the rim, count it, and 1.
It doesn't matter how you play if you can't stop them going to the hole. And how about that? Harden, no Capella in the middle of the paint. He and it's just 6'4".
Harden knocks down to 3. LeBron has 13 points, 11 assists. Danny Green, 13 points. That counts, and the foul. Harden in the Westbrook role. Here is James Harden. Harden now has Davis on him with the shot clock at 6 and a 3. Here comes Harden, averaging 34 points a game. He'll dance and back up and put him up another 3, and he caught Cook that time.
with the Lakers, having won 3 championships with the Lakers. It's nice to have a fan base like that, big fella. And every time Tucker takes the floor, he plays with that desperation, and it shows.
Look at the drive by Harden, schooling the 19-year-old Harden Tucker.
Are we really worried about anyone? But let me tell you this. At that 8th spot, if it ends up as James Harden gets all the way to the cup
worried
again.
about that guy, I'll tell you that. As he
They
goes
would
against
be,
Green.
You know, normally going against bigger, heavier, at times more talented players, and he gets the challenge.
Wow.
Man, his step back 3 is lethal.
3 to play in the second quarter. This is Harden working his way inside on Dudley.
Man, this dude, are you kidding me?
So then get another possession on the other side of the Lakers' possession.
There he is going inside for the drive, and he hits it.
Nice fake by James. Lakers trying to swarm defensively. 3 down the hatch. James Harden. Picked up by P.J. Tucker off to Harden, and there's Smith right there. JR's on him. Harden goes by him and got it to go. Pretty play by James Harden.
Who made that play right there for the Rockets.
53s thrown up there by the Rockets. Turnover right there by the Lakers. Harden will take it. Step back, triple. Morris defends. Bullseye. Put in right there by the beard.
And nearly an errant pass. Shot clock down to 4. Harden gets a screen from Capella. Leans and banks it in. Harden has step back 3 over Tyus Jones. Thabo Cephalosha on the floor. Harden, another 3, another make.
The thing is, there's no need in laying back. Talked a lot about how Memphis fouls a ton and gives up a lot of free throws. Well, the Rockets, Grizzlies, that was just their 11th free throw attempt. Harden off the window. Harden with Anderson on his hip pocket. Gets his own miss, goes back up with it, scores.
More about Harden. He's averaging almost 16 free throw attempts per game. Harden drives and finishes, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
So the Rockets now down to 7 seconds on the clock.
Harden, a long one. Good.
Another timeout. And the pass too hot for House to handle, but it ricochets into the hands of Harden, who knows exactly what to do with it. His 5th triple of the game, 28. Surpass that. Harden into Guterich. Grizzlies now 5 of 14 in the quarter and 7 turnovers. And another 3 for Harden. His 6th of the game. 34 for Harden. Houston, its largest lead of the game. Now the Grizzlies came in 29th in the league, just under 29% from 3. That percentage is not going anywhere but down at the moment. No threes, no offensive rebounds. That would be the game plan. Harden, money player. 42 for James Harden. Try to chase John Morant all over the floor.
Eric Gordon has a fixture in that 6-man role for the Rockets.
Harden with a foul line jumper puts it in, and we're all leaving it 2.
Allow Morant to take off and finish.
A bit of Matador defense. Here's Harden. His step back gun is in. It's a 3 for James Harden. And immediately that's where they go. Step back 3 by Harden. Puts it in again.
He wasn't expected to bring a ton of offense early on in his career, but as this season has gone along, he's gotten more playing time. He's answered the bell in that department as well. As that's 13 for 13. He is a big guy. Harden, splits 2, gets to the rim and scores.
That is so easy. That's a really good pick from PJ.
Now ISO him on Milton. Cross him up. Going to drive, going to loop, and going to add 2 more points to the box score. That's 17 for Harden.
Grayson Allen. And Harden buries the 3. His ability to handle, his ability to hit the fadeaway jumper. Harden against Melton. 4 on the shot clock. Harden hangs and hits.
Ben McLemore averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds on shooting splits of 50, 40, 83. Floater good for Harden. Valanciunas
League's leading assist team. They've made 30 assists a matter of habit. Shot clock down to 3. Harden has stepped back. Jaren avoiding the foul, and Harden drops it a triple. He's got 31.
One-on-one with Anderson. Blows by him, and the Rockets have regained the lead. Tonight for the Grizzlies, this is their 4th game of a season-long 6-game, 2-week homestand. Shot clock down to 5. Pullback. So nice.
They are very stout. You look at the body types of Harden and Tucker, Westbrook.
Harden got all the way to the bucket for the layup. Dylan Brooks often taking on the team's other leading scorer or wing player, and that's a big, daunting assignment tonight in James Harden, who leads the league in scoring. Had to fire one of those 9-1-1 jumpers, and here comes Houston. They got a 4-on-2. Covington. A lot of contact, and Harden with the putback, and he got bowled over. Harden was looking for the switch. Brooks able to stay with him. Brooks didn't foul, but Harden got the 3. Vasilis Spanoulis, who reportedly one time told you, Coach, you got to give me more playing time because in my country in Greece, I'm Tracy McGrady. And then you reportedly said to him, yeah, but I got the real Tracy McGrady here. Is that true?
But hadn't gathered the ball yet, so it's on the floor.
He gathered it now.
I gather he's hot from 3.
I gather he is too.
Video is our practice, and they went and played kickball at the team's practice facility.
I was an outstanding kickball player.
There's some extra shots out here to be had. He's shot the ball 23 times tonight. And Harden has a green light too.
And you play in a free-flowing system like this where there's not a lot of plays to learn. You can play exceptionally well as Harden knocks in another 3.
Well, the Rockets have missed 8 of their first 9 threes. Butler takes the challenge, defending Harden, who buries the 3. First triple of the night for Harden, his first field goal of this game. Hero misses, rebound to Capella with the Heat ahead by 32. And over 5 minutes left in the first half. That was too easy for Harden. Harden into the paint, puts it in. Butler is on Harden with 8 seconds left in the half. The step back 3. Wow. First night of a back-to-back on the road for them.
I think he's going to play him through the end of the quarter as starters and just see if he can generate any kind of momentum. He can be a little physical with Harden, and he's doing a nice job of forcing him into some tough shots. That's a tough shot. I mean, there's not much you can do there.
And Adebayo is a good passer for a big man, but he just missed Myers Leonard on that one.
Harden dribbles right through the double team. Rookie out of Kentucky.
Yeah, he shoots 52% on those pull-up jumpers, so that's his game.
Harden. Yes.
It starts defensively for this group, and they've shown that here so far.
Rivers gets a double team. Thank you, Kaylee. And Harden will shoot a 3, and he's right on the money. Back-to-back 3s for James Harden.
You don't see that very often in the NBA.
Rockets were ready for it, too. There's Harden with a 3. Man, he's right on target tonight. He's played 11 minutes. He has 16 points. 2 for 8 from the field.
Now man-to-man.
So what? So what? Says the Beard. This is the best I've seen Westbrook and Harden share the ball and the scoring duty.
Watch out.
He's unbelievable tonight.
5 for 7 from the three-point line already.
With everything intact. Harden pulls his way to the basket for 2 and 1. And help out on Harden. There it is. Rockets have to get it to the shooter. Harden has to fire it up from long range. Man, that's out by the parade room.
Yeah, because he knows he can get a shot for himself every single time.
Deep in the corner, falling away. Oh, unbelievable.
Soul of Antetokounmpo saying, yeah, okay, I was that last year, this year, but let's talk about now because I'm living a dream in the NBA.
First field goal for Harden. Final minutes of the first half. Middleton now defending on Harden. And he hits from deep. Three-pointer for Harden.
Guess what? If you're the Rockets, that's a shot you're willing to give him.
James Harden flips it up. Shot's good. And the foul.
Harden.
Marvin Williams double teamed. Good help from Harden. Deflected and stolen by McLemore. McLemore, a little Euro step. Bank shot won't go, but tipped up and in from Harden.
And Middleton stepped out of bounds, knocks down a jumper. This is a one-point game. I know we talk about a make-or-miss league. It's also a make-or-miss call.
Harden for three.
3 points. Rock.
To me, it sounds miserable.
I'm jumping around walking the golf course if I hear something in the bushes.
Harden count it and the foul. A chance for a 4-point play. Second field goal for Korver. Harden for three. Just his third three-pointer. And for him, only 20 points.
they've done a pretty good job of convincing people. And I like what you said about what Mike D'Antoni was talking about as Harden makes that difficult shot. I just don't know how many minutes Tyson Chandler can give them tonight. He played a significant amount of minutes last night.
Yeah, both these teams played last night as Harden knocks down the three.
He's gotten off to a good start here. 9 points. Covington's got 6.
Harden able to make it.
You're just pulling for the kid to knock the shot down because it would mean so much. Right. As James Harden right away comes in and picks up the and one opportunity.
McLemore, 3-ball rattles out. 3 Timberwolves had a chance at the rebound, and it's just a killer. You almost knew that was going in the second Harden got it away. Harden gets up ahead of steam and finishes.
This coaching staff spends a lot of time with him breaking it down, and it's not just watching what he's been doing, but it's also watching other great players do it.
Harden,
it's unbelievable.
The Rockets have 11 second chance points on 6 offensive rebounds. The Timberwolves have more offensive boards, they have 8, but they only have 9 second chance points. Harden, meantime, gets it back to a 1-point game.
You're going at is you're thinking it's a mismatch, but James Harden, he's a pretty good post defender, as is Chris Paul. Harden, unbelievable.
Ryan Saunders says he thinks it'll come. He's too good of a shooter for it not to come, and you hope maybe a role like that might start it for him. Harden, meantime, has been awfully good for quite a while.
He's a 54% corner three-point shooter. That number just went up because he's 1 for 1.
Harden, meantime, just trying to take Keelan Martin to school, and he does.
Quickly being that big. He would dance on people like you could not imagine as Karl Anthony Towns gets a goaltending call here. So,
shot clock down to 5. Harden drives in, gets the foul and 1, and Teague hits the stanchion in frustration. Harden over Layman, and Harden with the 3-ball. He's got 44 in the game, same amount he had last night.
Play hard till the final tick of the clock.
First points of the season for KBD. Harden, meantime, able to up his point total to 46. Harden trying to break down the rookie, takes the 3, makes the 3.
Well, they're not going to take the games away in the regular season. They're just going to hold a tournament.
My point is,
Harden. He's still only a 32% three-point shooter.
Which is not bad.
Harden gets 1 to go. That's his first of the game.
The T-Wolves are just trying to play opportunistic basketball. The Rockets, that's the only way they're going to get back into the game.
Harden with a
3. See, what is it about Minnesota style as well?
Harden steps back and fires. That's what he's got to do.
It's always been that way.
Harden puts it up at the buzzer. Harden's number 9. Step back by James. James Harden tonight is 5 for 9. Harden fires it up. Oh, man.
Watch out.
6 for 10 behind the 3-point line. Harden. Attacking and finishing. Harden right on cue. Coast to coast.
If you could keep him off the free throw line, so much of his rhythm, since Towns has gone down, Houston was able to build that double-digit lead with Westbrook and Harden on the bench.
Harden able to get to the bucket.
Start was very important. Right now, even the threes are contested. They're not getting any easy shots. There's one. This has got to go down. Yes. And the last game was their worst from the three-point line. Ooh. Oh, great move by Harden.
And that was set up with the pick from Daniel House on the pick and roll.
Now the Rockets have to score. Harden, great move. That was pretty decisive.
And he knows how to play.
The Beard gets right by his man. I felt sorry for Beasley. He had no chance. Harden at the three-point line. Jeff Green in the corner will wait for Harden to shoot it, and he hits it. There you go. Takes his man away from the double team possibility. Now Harden gets a free lane to the bucket. Goes cross court. And Russell comes right back and steals it. That'll give Harden a layup. Good work by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got Russell in front of him.
Try to drive on him.
He'll take the three. All right. Harden off the bench and joins the party. Covington goes to the basket. So does James, and James hits.
I love that play from Mike D'Antoni.
On the offense, Harden almost double teamed, so Covington gets out of there. Harden with a long three, and he hits it. James Harden finding the range. Minnesota's got a couple to give up. All the way back to Harden now with 6 on the shot clock. Oh, James Harden puts the old capper on the game.
So good to have you with us on Fox Sports New Orleans. Joel Myers, Antonio Daniels, as Harden wheels all the way for the layup. Not a very good beginning.
Rockets holding on to that slim lead, 22-19. There's Harden going through the entire pack of Pelicans.
Wow.
He's going to try it again.
Yes.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
And he did.
Rockets on a 12-2 run.
It's one of the things that
House, Tucker, Capella, Harden, and McLemore in the game. Harden to the left, lays it up and in. Boy, that's been there all night. He needs to keep taking it.
JJ is a really good three-point
He
shooter.
shot that like Josh.
Harden, got it. He has 13 points and 6 rebounds. Harden now gets around. Harden for the slam.
Yes, he does. Very good at it.
So second chance opportunity. Harden on the roll. The little Euro for James Harden once he got that pick out front and went over everybody's head.
You got to shrink the floor. You got to shrink the floor. Because if he sees space, he's going right at it, just like that.
And
You have
got the
to make
whistle.
him. James Harden's too good.
Good help defense, J.J. Redick. Hart was taken out by House, though. Man, did you see that?
Yeah, it's tough because when they do that, they run multiple pick and rolls with the same guy.
8-point game, 45-37. Halfway through, and nobody stopped the basketball. Too easy. Man, is that easy. Inside of 10 on the shot clock because it is a big night post game there. Harden pulls his way at the rack. Big guard. 5-point game. Harden up against Redick. He's going to get the runner.
The Rockets, of course, have seen plenty of Derek Favors over the last several seasons with those playoff matchups, etc. Harden for 3.
Wow.
He's hit the threes at a high percentage. Now Harden, they're trying to get him going, and he's going to get the floater. They got what they wanted out of the timeout. 70-61. Harden's only 1 for 5.
Ultimate professional.
Yeah, he can have a DNP-CD, but he's going to be there.
Right.
Now, this is the guy. And he'll get there again. Big guard. Last game, only 2 assists. It's Harden's team. And don't you forget it. He's going to the line. Look at the three-point play.
And in a tight game, too, Mike D'Antoni also lost a timeout.
Ben McLemore out there with Harden. They bracket him. He'll get the runner again. So Harden coming through in crunch time. So you're going to get Drew Holiday back on the floor, as well as J.J. Redick. Holiday's about to come back now, and Harden hit the deck and got the whistle.
It's not that easy, but they're going to put James Harden in a pick and roll or ISO situation. Plain and simple.
And he's got another triple. So Harden, he started 1 for 9.
Paying it forward with experience.
Harden will get it across the line and get a layup out of it.
Harden with a step back 3 over ball. Got it. First field goal for Harden. He's got 5 of the 7 Rocket points.
But you have to obviously give up something to get somebody like Anthony Davis.
James Harden to the rim. Countered and a foul.
Alonzo 6'6", long, good instincts. Like, they can be tough.
Harden, another layup and another foul. He's going to the line for the 4th time already here in the first quarter. Picked up by Ingram, going one-on-one for 3, and Harden hits it. He's got the hot hand here for the Rockets, who are back within 2. Zion playing just his 6th NBA game. Harden for 3, another one for James Harden, his 3rd of the game, 17 points. Can't get the English to drop, poked away though by Rivers. Harden drives, is fouled, and scores with the right hand off the window. He's up to 19 now. But he's 6 of 9 today from the floor. 3 of 6 from three-point land. He'll try another 3 and get it.
Come on now.
Harden with 23 points on 12 shots, 5 seconds to go in the half. Defended by Josh Hart. Step back 3. You bet. 5 threes for Harden here in the first half. You look at the remaining number of games as Harden drills a 3, ties it up at 85. It's right at his average in his 6th game. He's been consistent every game.
And you know what's coming. Post up, trying to get to the left hand.
And you know what's coming when you get outside the arc there.
James Harden shows you on occasion that he can be good defensively.
We know he's pretty good offensively. That was a beautiful step through to give him 34. Earlier this week, and they did play a 7-footer for about 5 minutes, but they have a chance to go to 3-0 with a small lineup as Harden now has 38 points and the lead is up to 7, matching the largest of the game.
Harden, give and go to the basket. Boy, there's so much space underneath now. All right, Ben McLemore will check back in along with Austin Rivers to the lineup for Houston. Harden with the step back. I think he's starting to find his range again.
He's not really a good three-point shooter. He's going to have to work on his jumper in order to improve in the NBA.
Well, that was a rude awakening. Shot missed. Bobby Portis put that up. Oh, what a move by Harden. And it's tipped outside. Harden back in with fresh legs, huh?
And just wide open layups. And you know he's excited to be knocking down those shots here in his hometown.
Yeah. Harden. Little finger roll for 2. James with 16 points. Oh, yeah, he's got those short shorts. Harden. Sidestep 3. Got it.
Oh, man.
So let's see if he targets him. No, well, he doesn't have to. Nobody picked up James.
Barry can't get it loose. Harden continues swooping.
And scoring 23 first half points for Harden.
Without traveling, he would get a call or 2 every now and then on it, but Harden, oh man, boy, he's got it going tonight, doesn't he? Trying to keep him in the game. That's 10 points for Bobby off the bench. There's just no way. That's
ridiculous.
So if they can just play a little bit of defense the way they're scoring now, the future looks bright. Harden going to the basket. They have no answer to start this 3rd quarter.
Well, neither team has been putting it in the hole here in the second half.
There's Harden all the way to the basket. How does he get all the way to the basket? If Harden wants it And he backs out. Good job by the Knicks. And Harden comes right back at him again for 2 and 1.
Running the floor, Ntilikina, who just checked in a few minutes ago. And Harden blows past, throws it up, shot's good.
That's that sagacity we mentioned, folks.
And a lot of guards defending the bigs for Houston. They force a lot of turnovers. Harden, his own rebound, back up and in.
That's the savvy that this man plays with.
This is a Rockets team that just played a terrific game in Boston the other night. Harden flips it up and in.
Yeah, that's more Harden-like right there.
No number in that game.
After that, it was all downhill for him, like from the line.
Harden finally gets a three-pointer to go. He was 0 for 8 from downtown. P.J. Tucker the rebound. Ellington to reach in. And a chance for a three-point play for Harden. Ntilikina going to try not to foul. Contests it well. Harden still puts it in at the buzzer. 9 straight games to the Rockets here at the Garden. The past 9 years, the Rockets have come into New York and won. Harden fouled, shots good, and won.
You got to try to get back into the rhythm of this one.
Westbrook up top, Harden left open, and nails the three. That's just lack of focus defensively.
Going to try to stay in front of Harden. Normally, Robertson has that task, but he's not playing tonight. And there it is. James Harden zeroes in. Do you want to go? And he said, yeah, I want to go.
That's what OKC is able to get Chris Paul and a bunch of draft picks as James Harden blows by the defense.
Oh, what a play.
Easy fast break.
Schroeder now is trying to guard Harden. Harden is fouled and goes. A 4-point possibility the Harden way. Running the ball now with Harden off the ball. Down the middle, Harden looks comfortable off the ball because that's how he started.
Continue to attack. Keep the Rockets off the glass. They're missing a lot of shots.
There is another and one.
Gallinari's like a lot of three-point shooters. They have no range because they have no conscience. Harden with a three.
March Madness coming to Toyota Center. Make sure you get some tickets for that.
Well, that's like the old days. There's Harden now. Harden gets around the pick by Tucker and lays it up and in.
Over the outstretched arm of Clint Capella, here is Westbrook. Kept alive. Beautifully done by Harden.
To take one for the team.
And Tucker very effective at taking the charge. Here's Harden for 3. So James Harden finally hits. Thunder shooting 22 of 44, 50%. Houston just 40%. Here's Harden with the running one-hander.
Marvin, Chris, when I spoke with Coach Donovan, he was so adamant about not letting James Harden get to the free throw line. He was critical of the 5 attempts he had in the first half.
My eyes right now is on Coach D'Antoni. He is frustrated with the referees, wondering will he get a technical just to get one in the time. But Harden saying, Coach, calm down. You know I can still get us back in this game. There's enough time left.
They got Gallinari and Gilgeous-Alexander and 3 #1 draft picks.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, nice back door.
Yes, indeed.
That's what James needed. It was an easy one there.
The Thunder took some shots blocked here in this first quarter. Harden driving to the rim, that'll count, and the foul.
But Muscala just can't get a good shot off.
They must not know that James is one of the best post defenders in the league.
And he's one of the best drivers to the basket. So that's 5 points in a row for the Beard. 5 for 14 behind the arc for OKC. Harden, couple of Euro steps and a basket. They backed it up in college this year, and the college numbers are down a little bit. Harden to the basket for 2. Dort will try to stop the Beard. Can he make his last shot? Yes, he can. Harden again. Playing one-on-one? Not anymore. It's one-on-none. Oh, boy.
CP3 was upset about that.
Backdoor cut, and it's Harden that time. Slipping behind the Thunder defense and Lou Dort.
Something they've been unable to make on one shot. Harden trying to take it inside, got it. 1-point game.
Fournier draws the matchup with Harden. He missed in close, but got it right back and stuck it in.
J.I. wide open in that corner.
Terrence Ross checked in. He is the man on Harden. And Harden beats him to the basket. Brooks just a hair late. Gordon in for Isaac. Harden, good for three.
Pretty good tonight, David.
Fournier back on Harden. Harden able to muscle it in.
Very quickly and then go set that big screen for him.
Harden step back for three.
Knocked it out of his hands, but he was able to stay with it and put it back in.
Westbrook. Good again. Westbrook brings it up the floor. Backs in against Fultz. Long three by Harden. Got it again. It's no good. The rebound taken by Tucker. Harden again, guarded by Gordon. This time he'll drive it and lay it in.
Those three-point attempts wide open.
20 first half points. Harden is dialed in. Houston has made 12 of 23s. Harden jacks up another one, knocks it down. James Harden.
Aaron Gordon now on James Harden.
We thought that might happen. Or late. Harden buries another three.
Rockets now with 3.5 seconds on the shot clock to get one up. So they go to Harden, flows right by Gordon. That's a good way to do it.
Michael Carter-Williams driving against Rivers. Blocked from behind by Harden. 3 seconds left. Harden sandwiched between two defenders. Running floater is good at the horn. Shot clock down to 8. Harden into the lane. Just weaving through there and scores easily. Whoa. Steal by Harden. He'll fire for three. He got it. Just when it looked like you had some momentum. 10th rebound for P.J. Tucker. 3 ball by Harden. Give him 9. By the way, his career high. Harden steals it from Fournier. He'll pull back and fire for 3. He has matched his career high with 10 threes in the game. As Westbrook and Harden and the Rockets, who play tomorrow night, keep trying to pour it on. 51 for Harden. And Frazier Jr. out of Tulane. A homecoming for him on Sunday. Tack on 2 more for Harden.
It was amazing to ask these players about what it's like to be a girl dad, because you see their tough demeanor on the floor, but they just light up, instantly look at ease when speaking about their daughters and their wives, what they mean to them. It's definitely special, guys.
And Kelvin Sampson has really built a great program there at the University of Houston.
Yeah, Houston beat Memphis today and Tulsa lost. Harden now when he goes to the basket, uncontested.
Covington has really answered that question.
Michael Carter-Williams with an air ball. Something he did several times in Houston. James with a basket.
14 turnovers here for 24 points. That's an area that assistant coach Greg Gunning told me the team needs to focus on. They have to take care of the ball a lot better. And they went on that 6-game winning streak, and everything seemed to be clicking for them throughout the month of February.
Harden working against a pretty good defender in Josh Richardson. But Harden victimizes a lot of good defenders like he does there. As Horford hits another jump shot. He's signed by the 76ers as a free agent in July on a minimum deal. Harden from way deep, got it! House left wide open and couldn't make them pay, but they get the offensive rebound. Harden all day, got it! Butter! And back comes Harden.
Harden on the drive, gets it. Analytically, one of the best low post defenders in the league. And pretty good on offense, too. And Gordon pulls it out to Harden. Harden all the way to the cup with the right hand. Houston leading by 13 on an 11-0 run. Harden mismatch on Horford. That jumper's wet. Off the missed free throw, Simmons. Harden with the steal. 3-on-2 for the Rockets. Harden with the step through. Got it! The beard strikes again.
You don't hear his name. I can't get it.
Well, they need to start getting it because he keeps building a case. Embiid still on the bench for Brett Brown. Harden gets by Richardson and got the soft finish. Well defended that time by the Rockets. Step back three on the way. Got it! Good!
And into the hands of Harden against Josh Richardson. Harden stepping back, another three.
This guy takes on all comers on the defensive end of the floor.
Harris trying to stay with Harden. He does. Whistle, foul, and one. Guys that get to the free throw line quite a bit, too. Harden, quick trigger three. Man, this is almost reminiscent.
In the games without Russell. He can take it up to do it yourself as he does here.
Harden with that steal, Doris, underscoring the point that he leads.
James Harden arrived on the scene. They've made the playoffs every year. In fact, through the previous 7 years, as Harden gets inside.
Shoots about 46 three-pointers per game. Harden squeezes off a bunch, and he makes a bunch as well.
He saw that coming, and Milton got up in the air with no place to go. James again picked up by Embiid, so he takes him right to the basket for a reversal.
Never really forgave the rookie for it.
That's egregious.
You get it then. James Harden gets it. 14-point lead. Tobias Harris left it short. On the run out, James Harden against Embiid. And Embiid just let him go.
Let him.
Off the steal, Jeff Green on the move. Kicks it back out for three. And that's the way the Rockets play basketball.
Harden picked up outside, going to his right, throws it up and in. Got to get Harden going now. Let's see if he can. Yes, 2 and 1. Down the baseline for Harden. Airballed it up, got the rebound. Oh, what a play by James. He just muscled his way up for the extra 2. Possession. Yeah, that's a jump you can win. Oubre again trying to guard the beard. Finally! The first three-pointer of the game for James Harden. Run by Phoenix into a 10-3 run of their own. The Bears to the basket for 2 and 1. So now it's just one-on-one with Oubre. 8 on the shot clock. Harden to the basket. Lays it up and in. Phoenix right now is playing well on the road, too. They get a win here tonight. They go 2-2 on this 4-game road trip. Harden, in and out and back in again. Harden will fire up a three. Got it. Some threes are bigger than others.
Good start for the Suns here, 9-6. Harden on the drive, gets it to the chest of Akobo, and here's the drive. And a little body control there from Harden as he gets it up and in. Got a game Thursday night in Los Angeles. Has a good start here for Kelly. He's 4-5 from the field. He's got 8 points. Harden with a step back three and cashes in. And that's all this guy needs as well as Kaminsky. Nice job keeping it alive, but
Unfortunately, tapping it back to Harden, who just throws his shoulder into Oubre and takes it right to the rim. Already has 3. Step back 3 on the way. And that's what you call living right, apparently. That one badly. He's over 2 here from downtown tonight. Well, hard to believe, but Harden, as he cues up another 3-point shot. He was 5 of 10 Thursday night, having hit 5 of their first 7. Harden working his way down the lane, gets the roll. He's got 20.
And when he's dribbling, he's looking at the midsection of Cam Johnson.
1 point, Houston lead. Harden able to gain some separation, and that's all he needs. 1 of 4 from deep in his 4 points. Harden trying to make the rookie dance. And instead, it's Harden dancing his way back to the free throw line. A good start here for Kelly. He's played well in the last 3 games. Is Harden racing right down the floor. He's looking for
that happen?
2 for 1, and just they trailed by 19 against the Spurs, got the win, 17 against the Clippers, and it's those second chance opportunities against this team in particular that will haunt you. He shot better than 47% from deep over the last 5 games and continues that trend tonight. Looking for another step back here, and as his shot clock expires, gets it. 19-9, 9-5 on the road. As we noted, they've won their last 4. 35-foot 3, and James says wind it up. He's got 40.
They've targeted Cam Johnson.
Step back 3 on the way. He'll look for the 4-point play.
And look, Cam's got to know better.
Harden being checked defensively by Book. Hooker stepping out. It's as hot as the Suns have been in an opening quarter. Got to go back a month or so. As Harden, just a quick little turn. That's like a YMCA hoop right there. The undrafted Covington, nice drive there in his 7th year. Oubre hits the deck, stolen away by Tucker. Harden, right to the rim.
You don't need to shoot a jump hook on James Harden.
Harden with his step back, 3-point connection. Already 9 turnovers. Ayton's got to be careful. He's already got 2 fouls. Harden back-to-back triples. And
the crowd ooh and ah when James Harden went through his dribble exhibition, and then when Mikal stripped him, kind of quieted him. But look at him. He's coming back right now. Again, yeah, their execution here offensively has just been totally opposite of what it was.
Harden able to slip past the defender. Gets it up and in. And along with Monty Williams, but talking about the underrated part of Harden's defensive game as he connects on his 4th 3 here in this quarter.
And they missed.
Yeah, Rockets put together that 22-7 scoring run over a 5-12 period as Harden right to the rim. Harden had the big second quarter as Suns led by 22, and he single-handedly pulled them back at it. Step back 3 in the face of Bridges.
Harden got what he wanted because he was able to push Hassan away from the block. When we talk about winning the switches, we're talking about down underneath the basket.
Zach Collins is too, so they've really missed those 2 guys. Rockets have had their share of injuries, but not for that long a time. There's Harden again going to the right.
I wasn't getting fouled on the 3-point line very much.
Harden steps back and fires. Deadly. Harden picked up by Rodney Hood. Goes right by Hood.
There's a little floater that Harden has added to his game.
Double team on James. He dribbled right out of it. He took a little turn with the left hand, and now he just strums that guitar a little bit as Portland calls the time.
Born and raised in Houston, there's actually 17 NBA players from Houston.
That was the 8th rebound for Russell Westbrook, and another 4-point possibility the Harden way. And the Rockets get 14 seconds. It's 2 blocks on Whiteside. Harden to the basket. Can't stop it. Rebound to Capella. 14 rebounds for Capella. Harden got a step. Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 5 boards. On the drive to the basket, lays it up and in. He's unstoppable. Harden steps back, fires and hits. James Harden, 33 points. Make it 34, my math is bad.
Comfort zone around the paint, thinking about probably dunking on somebody.
Harden is still in. Beneath the rim, will lay it in.
Westbrook sat out last night's loss in Memphis. First night of a back-to-back. It's the 5th time he sat one out, and this game begins the way that Harden began last night in Memphis. And Portland off to a decent start here, leading by 3. Backdoor cut by Harden and a good dime by Westbrook. Looked like Deshaun Watson on that one, Coach. Harden driving, gets the layup and one. And Terry Stotts is incensed.
At a lot of shot opportunities because of how these teams are playing defense.
Lillard double gives to Whiteside, and it's chapped away from behind by Harden, who ends up with the basketball and scoring.
That would have been 3 straight possessions of either transition or early offense.
Harden goes right at Swanigan. That was a terrific move by James Harden, his 2nd basket. In the All-Star game for the 8th time in his career. He also replaced Kobe Bryant as a starter in 2014 and 15, and he's starting to get going here. Drains a 3. He scored the last 5 for Houston.
Rivers dancing off. Whiteside had it, deflected away by Westbrook. Pitched outside of Capella, and then Harden a 3. Tough shot.
Where's Jeff Blum when you need him? Harden to the rim and one.
And we've seen 2 things. We've seen the Blazers take opportunities to trap James Harden. They don't do it here, and he gets all the way to the rim. Houston doesn't panic about those things because right now, the Blazers are not finishing with great success.
James Harden with a triple. Here's Harden. The penetration all the way to the cup, James Harden.
One of the things that I've noticed about James Harden,
the versatility of Tucker. We've seen him guard Lillard. We've seen him guard Nurkic. Tucker, corner pop, missed it. Harden taps the ball to himself, and he does it all in one motion for the deuce. Harden playing with 4 fouls. Harden, oh! From Epcot, James Harden. But Houston controls. Harden. Nobody there, no resistance whatsoever. James Harden.
I like that out of him, and you're right. Immediately get down into the block, see you got a size advantage, and see if you can make it work.
Harden, 2-0 Rockets.
Oh, easy.
See the Kings defense, it's like a boxing one.
Harden is fouled. Another one for James Harden. Well, you got to throw it to Russell. Harden with a 3. Makes a difference when you're closer to that 3-point shooter when he shoots. Harden goes around 3 players, throws it up, and it goes in. Harden from the deep corner, so take away 2. Well, Russell, you might get 3 here, and you do.
Very rare catch and shoot 3.
Harden got around the double team, floats it up and in. Trouble getting to the paint unless they were extra quick. Harden, he's a strong guard.
Team that doesn't play very good defense. There's your offense right there. That's where we're going. Now we'll see if the Kings can. Barnes. And it was broken up from behind by Tucker. That ball never got to Marvin Bagley. Here comes James Harden. Crashing into the lane, and it's a blocking foul. Harden.
McLemore knocks it away. Harden will drive, gets by Barnes, and finishes by Trevor Ariza.
55-50. Here's Harden, the Euro step. And Bagley got him on the arm and a chance for a three-point play. Down to 35 seconds.
Offensive foul. Nothing called. Wow.
Harden unguarded because Fox had fallen down and he hits the three, or he was pushed down. Goaltending. Three more for Harden, and just like that, it's a 16-point game. Harden. James Harden now with 25. James Harden with 25 points, now 27 on only 14 attempts. Wow. Nothing else you can say other than wow.
Kings with 9 unanswered points after giving up the first triple. The Rockets, whoa, nice push inside, and Harden gets one at the rim to end that 9-0 run.
Clint was a great roller. They found a real rhythm with him, but now you set up everybody. Oh, block. Oh, wow. Block call.
Just really struggling with his three-point shot in Florida. He's done a lot of things really well. Ball's knocked out of the hands of Harrison Barnes. Kings turn it over. Give Covington credit there for poking that away. Here's
Harrison Barnes, who did it a little earlier, the only one that's able to get inside and break down and get in the paint of Houston.
The move by Harden and the finish around and down. Eroding a bit for Sacramento. 7 of 21 from distance. Well, there's the strength again of Harden. Midpoint, quarter number 3. Game number 5 of 8 for the Kings. Harden with a familiar step back and the familiar result. Underneath the basket, yep. And Covington pokes it away and he ends up with it. Sloppy basketball. Harden with the two-hand flush. Dumps it out to Harrison Barnes for 3.
Go ahead and back cut to the basket, because if they're going to switch, they're just kind of standing around. Make them move on the defensive end.
Hield now 4 of 8 from downtown. Here's Harden going to answer back, and he does.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hesitation move.
Oh boy.
Along with Wilt's record being in trouble, let's see the first team to put up 180 plus in regulation.
On the drive, Harden gets the bucket here. And Harden brings it back with White on him. DeRozan coming to help. Boy, when you pinch him, you can't let him out.
That was the Boris Diaw, Oberto, a bunch of guys come up with that type of footwork.
Harden drains the triple. And Harden, 9 on the shot clock. With the dunk.
That's the danger in jumping out on.
Capella blocks DeRozan and recovers the basketball. Westbrook to Harden. Doesn't move around and hits the three. 80-69. And once again, Harden.
The Rockets and the old school Spurs. Rockets with 7 more makes. The left hand, the rolling runner. 34 for the NBA's leading scorer.
Forbes blocked. Houston playing a little bit more vengeance right now. Obviously upset, and Harden hits the three.
Harden. Foul, get in there, yes! And wanted a chance to tie it up at the stripe.
Clint Capella, 22 points, 21 rebounds. Harden, an easy two.
That's good defense by Harden coming over to cut off that drive.
Harden looking for his first basket, and there it is. They're shooting a lot of twos. There's DeRozan, has the ball knocked away. Rockets need to start it with defense. There's Harden. Oh boy, a couple of Euro steps. DeRozan in traffic. Fast break, Harden. Harden to the basket.
10 made threes for the Spurs in the first half.
Harden puts it up and he hits at the buzzer. James Harden. Aldridge with a miss.
I wonder what Mike D'Antoni said to the squad at halftime.
Well, it worked for Harden. That was warp speed for Russell Westbrook. James for 2 more. Here come the Rockets down by 11. Capella with the rebound. That's number 8 for Clint. Harden to the basket for 2 more. Need to keep scoring. They're playing good enough defense. They've held the Spurs down pretty well. Harden, step back, got it. Harden and Murray. Been quite a battle tonight. Harden steps back and fires and ties the game at 97.
Murray, multiple attempts, couldn't get it to fall, and Harden the other way to the back. Timeout Spurs.
Gasol entry pass. Lowry. It's a tough pass. Too much mustard on it. Harden right to the rim with ease. And that is the first shot taken by Harden. And no whistle there. OG and Gasol will head to the scorers table. And James Harden.
Oh my goodness, he's hacking. That's not a foul.
Shot doesn't go. Batted ahead. I think Pascal's kind of waiting to see where the double would come from. Never came. Harden tries to create contact, and the 3 is good. Here's Pascal. No call there. And Harden steps into the 3. Doesn't waste any time, does he? Austin Rivers on the take. Meets up with Gasol. Trailing the play. Harden now in the paint. And he banks it in.
Heck of a shot right there. That was really good defense. He didn't shoot the ball well. Coach Sam Mitchell is here tonight with us.
Off and running. Here's Westbrook. He'll find Rivers. Sidestep. He gives it up. Harden. Deep 3. Good.
To have a good game against Houston in that matchup last week, or a couple of weeks ago. Bogdanovich hit a lot of threes in that game, and Harden flies right by Ingles. Now that is not an equal foot race. And that leaves Bogdanovich open. He hit the side of the glass.
Good hustle from Daniel House to go out there and challenge that shot.
Oh, good drive by James. Seems to always be around the basketball, Robert. James, 3 from deep. Oscar played at Cincinnati. You were not allowed to go. You had to go to school 4 years before you could go to the NBA. There's James to the basket for 2 and 1. What a move. And 3-point percentage. O'Rourke trying to guard him, can't do it. O'Neal, I mean. Good work by Holly. Right on top of it. Here's James going to the basket, walks it right in for 2.
Too strong.
James going through 2 defenders. Lays it up and in. What a way to start the second half. Now going to Gobert. Rockets all over him. And Harden walks it in for 2. O'Neal trying to pick up James. James hooks it up and misses. Got his own rebound and put back.
He's found new life here in Utah. He's got a good situation for him now.
17 points off the bench for Clarkson. Here's James from the elbow. Tried to get in a little closer, see if he can get his shot going. That shot was unbelievable.
Yeah, Clarkson now 11 for 17. He's feeling it.
James finally hits.
Utah starts 5 of 7 from the field and a 4-point lead. Harden puts a shoulder into Bogdanovich. The tap for 2.
Usually it's just dynamite when he's left wide open for 3.
Hit 3 of 13 shots last night. Harden with a lean-in 3. Up and over Joe Ingles. George Niang, Tony Bradley with some more time as well. Rockets have hit 6 consecutive 3-pointers, make that 7.
Get up on Harden now when he crosses half court.
29-24. Harden runs by Rudy, scores it.
That was too easy.
Royce, good look, wide open. Harden rebounds. Clarkson picks him up, tries to close the paint. Rudy's out.
Rudy, that might have missed.
I think it was on its way off the.
He might have missed that layup.
Keep your hands tight because he likes to put them right into you. And
can't guard it. With Clarkson being on the bench, let's see if Donovan ramps up his production. That's obviously a breakdown there by the Jazz.
And he took that winning shot in traffic between Harden and Tucker. Speaking of Harden, drives and throws down 2.
He really is so good. There's not much Rudy could have done there. I thought they were holding it and grabbing him, though.
Harden pumps up a 3. Good.
That's a tough cover. Making some winning plays for Houston.
Harden straight away. A 27-point third. A couple of Euro steps
that
inside.
Like a walk.
I would agree. Timeout, Utah. Mitchell picks up his second foul. Harden on the drive inside, lays it in.
What a move. Man, that looked good.
Covington covers up for the rebound. Here's a 3-ball by Harden. Got
too open. It's too open. You come across half court, you got to know where the leading scorer in the NBA is.
You have something that you can't teach, the motor. You cannot teach that. That's inherited.
Harden got himself in rhythm against Bonga, knocks down the 3.
Control the game because you don't want that to lead to something else, so they letting them know that they're calling the game close.
Harden getting to the hoop. He does that so well. A 16-4 Wizards run. Harden able to go around and over Wagner.
When your franchise guy isn't scoring the ball immediately early in the first quarter at an amazing clip.
Wow. Harden just gets the roll. Nice deal for Cash, the extension.
Speaking of Cash.
Yeah. Harden draws the contact against Brown. He'll go to the free throw line and try to convert the 3-point play.
I really want to win a championship.
There's assist number 11 to his buddy Harden for the dunk. Harden into the corner. Tucker for 3. Harden gets the rebounds, puts it off the glass. Beal trying to handle that zip pass by Bryant, could not. 5-on-4 for the Rockets. Harden against Hachimura. Harden got it, and the foul.
And he gave a lot of credit to Rajon Rondo. He said Rondo is like a coach out there. He made me watch film to understand how to guard guys like Harden.
You can't guard that right there off the offensive rebound.
Speaking of a guy being that good, Rui Hachimura has no ceilings on his game.
Harden ties it up.
Going right to his spot and shooting over the defenders. He's putting on a clinic.
Harden. Oh, jeez. It's a game of horse right now. Going to the bottom half of the 5th. Harden. He got the contact against Beal, and he'll go to the free throw line and try to tie it up. Bonga on Harden. Bonga doing his best to stay in front. That's just not fair. 1-point deficit. Harden to the hoop again, hanging, and puts it in. He's got 42.
He's able to finish easy for 2.
Ben McLemore has checked in for the first time. Harden for 3. James Harden has 45. He's got to be careful with those 4 fouls against Harden. Harden, he's at 49. Loose ball, Rivers. Harden to the hoop with the right, and that puts him at 51. Hachimura against Harden. Harden for 3. 54 for Harden.